Greetings. This is K8BF. My name is Brandon. Welcome to the Portage County Amateur Radio Service Incorporated Thursday night 2-meter net here on the K8IV repeater system. I'll be using the club call K8BF for the net. This repeater system also accepts inputs from Echolink, so I'll be asking for check-ins from around the corner to around the world here on the Kent repeater. This repeater is located in Sugarbush Knolls using a PL tone of 118.8 plus Echolink through K8BF-L Echolink node. I'll be your net control operator this evening. As always, if you have any emergency or priority traffic, you may break into this net at any time. This is a directed net and all calls will go through net control. You don't have to be a member of PCARS to check in and say hello. Everyone is welcome. PCARS meets the second Monday of each month around 7 p.m. The monthly meeting is held at the American Legion Post 496 in Kent. The post is located at 1945 Mogador Road. We look forward to seeing you there. The PCARS website is located at www.portcars.org. You can find out more information about PCARS on the website. PCARS also has a number of special interest groups that meet at the club site every Tuesday in Ravenna. Check out the latest award-winning newsletter on the club website for all the information on these and other PCARS activities. During this net, I'll take pauses when asking for Echolink check-ins since they have a slight delay in audio. When you check in, please give me your call sign, name, and location. I'll acknowledge each call sign as I get them. Please be aware that the repeater has a 4-minute timeout and Echolink has a 60-second timeout. First, we will take Echolink check-ins and Echolink only. If you'd like to check in, please call K8BF now.
In town.
All right, I got Bob in Uniontown, but only because I know who it is. Can you come back with your call for me, Bob?
Oscar Victor Quebec, OVQ.
All right, Bob, I've got you in the log here. Why don't you go ahead with your comments for the net?
Hello, can you hear me? This is WB8OVQ.
WB8OVQ, this is K8BF. Go ahead with your comments tonight, Bob.
Okay, for some reason I did not hear you. My comments are, let's see. Right now I am playing with a Yaesu 8100 that's set in a wet location, which is all sorts of fun. And another project I got going is to try. Okay.
Yeah, Bob, you're kind of in and out. How about this? How about we take another check-in and we will circle back to you in just a minute. If If there's anybody else on Echolink, why don't you call K8BF now?
This is Whiskey 8, Hotel Fox Zulu, W8HFZ, Tim in Uniontown.
W8HFZ, Tim, we've got you checked in from Uniontown. I hope you're doing well tonight. Why don't you go ahead with your comments for the net?
All right, thank you. I just say good evening to you and to everyone on the net. Nothing really special here this evening. Just having a late supper. Just got home from taking the Lake High School 8th grade boys football team down to Perry High School for a game, and we came back victorious. And other than that, I'm excited that I got my 13 colonies certificate today. And with that, I will say 73, and I'll be listening. This is W8HFZ.
W8HFZ, this is K8BF. Well, thank you for checking in tonight, Tim. It's great to have you here. Enjoy your dinner, and we're happy that you stopped by to say hello. We'll say 73s to you, and we'll see if anybody else is out there on Echolink who would like to check in. Go ahead and call K8BF now.
This is Karen, WD8BIW in Uniontown.
WD8BIW. Karen, we've got you in the log. You're sounding great tonight. Thanks for spending some time with us. Why don't you go ahead with your comments?
And it's really nice out today. And I want to remind everybody that the Finlay Ham Fest is on Sunday. And Bob had to change radios here, so he's back on, so I'll hand him the radio. He can be next. This is Karen, WD8BW.
Yeah, this is Bob, WB8OVQ down in Uniontown. Hopefully this radio will keep working. The other one was doing a reset. Comments. I am playing with a Yaesu FT8100 that sat in a wet trunk. I'm trying to dry it out now and make it work. And another project I got going is I'm trying to make a filtering system where one antenna can be used for UHF amateur and GMRS repeaters. So far I got a high-pass filter going. Now I got to figure out how to make a low-pass filter work. That's all I got. Back to the net.
WB8OVQ, this is K8BF. Well, thanks for checking in, Bob. We appreciate it. It's good to hear what you have that you're working on. It sounds like it should be pretty neat. You'll have to let us know how that all turns out. All right, we're going to say 73s. We're going to clear with Bob, and I'm going to see if there are any other Echolink check-ins who would like to join the net tonight. Please call K8BF now.
K8YIR, Mark in Hudson, Ohio, just in and out tonight and monitoring.
K8YIR, Mark, thank you for checking in tonight. It's great to have you here. I've got you marked as in and out. I appreciate you taking the time to check in. We'll say 73. Hope you have a great evening. Is there anyone else on Echolink who would like to check in? Go ahead and call K8BF now. right, I'm not hearing anything, and I think we're going to move on to the next section of our net. I'm going to ask for local RF check-ins that have news or announcements for the club. Go ahead and call K8BF now. All right, I'm not hearing anything. I'm going to take a moment here, and I'm going to identify the net. This is the Portage County Amateur Radio Service Thursday night 2-meter net. I'm going to be looking for some more check-ins. Right now we're going to take general RF check-ins. Who would like to join the net? So go ahead and call K8BF now.
Kilo Delta 8, Oscar Bravo Alpha, Ken in Ravenna.
K8OBA, Ken, we've got you in from Ravenna. Good to hear you out there tonight. Who else would like to check in?
N8WCP, Mike in Rootstown.
N8WCP, I've got you in the log, Mike. I appreciate you checking in. Who else would like to check in?
WB8LCD, Tom in Sugarbush Knolls.
WB8LCD, Tom, we've got you checked in from Sugarbush Knolls. All right, who's next?
K8WCK, Rick in Shalersville.
All right, KD8WCK, Rick, it's great to hear you tonight. Appreciate you checking in. How about we get one more check-in? Go ahead and call K8BF now.
Kilo Echo 8 Tango Quebec Romeo, KE8TQR, Keith in Uniontown.
KE8TQR, Keith, we've got you checked in from Uniontown. I'm going to go back up to the top of my list. I'm going to hit KD8OBA, Ken. Great to have you here tonight. Why don't you go ahead with comments for the net?
Roger. Well, I don't have a whole lot to say. I was busy. I got my vertical antenna up finally. It's been since Christmas. So, I mean, I've been working pretty hard at it. I finally got it up, and I had our president, Mike, he come down, and he helped me out real quick. Didn't take long to do it. It took us longer to quit BS and get the job done is what it did to do the job. So, but that's done, and then I had to put all my stuff away, and I had some other cleaning up to do, and but now I got a problem with, for some reason, I hooked it up, and for 15 meters it won't work on this 710 on 15 meters for some reason. So I want to hook up another radio and see if it works, and then I'll know whether it's the radio or whether it's the antenna. So anyway, I'll turn it back over to the net, and you guys all take care. I hope everybody has a good night, and we'll see you the next time. KD8OBA, back to net.
KD8OBA, K8BF. Ken, I appreciate you checking in. I've been watching your activations increase on the POTA website. You're doing a great job, and it seems like you're having a lot of fun doing radio. So keep with it. Keep working on the vertical. I'm sure you'll get that band figured out. Thanks for checking in tonight. We'll say 73s to you. We're going to go down here to Mike, N8WCP. What do you have for the net tonight, Mike?
All right, well, hey, good evening, Brandon, and everybody on the net. And Brandon, thank you for running the net. Appreciate that. Must be antenna day. That was kind of my focus as well. I took a couple vacation days off. I got a group of gens together, and we got my tower tilted down this evening. And I think we also probably spend more time chewing the rag than actually doing the work. But It is down, so now we can do the necessary repairs and hopefully get it back up next week. So, other than that, just going to enjoy the next couple of days. Got a family wedding to go to this weekend. Looking forward to that. Haven't seen some people in a while, and just doing work around the house and getting the antennas all ready for winter and back up in the air. So that's kind of where we're at today. Back to the net from NAWCP. Everyone have a great evening.
NAWCP, K8BF, thank you for checking in tonight with us, Mike. I'm glad you got your tower tilted down, and I know that you'll be able to get all those things sorted out with your antenna, and glad you're going to get to spend some time with family. Anyhow, thanks for jumping on the radio and spending some time with us. We appreciate it. I'm going to say 73. We're going to go down here to Tom, WB8LCD. How are you doing tonight, Tom?
K8BF in the net. This is WB8LCD. I'm doing okay, just 100 miles an hour as usual. One thing I would like to report, those of you who know me know that I used to hang out at a certain restaurant in Kent, and it closed, and under strange conditions, I guess, but poof, it was gone. The location is now open again under new ownership and new management. And I took my wife there for dinner tonight, and I tell you what, I'm not going to hurry back. Not that the food was bad. I had a really nice cup of beer cheese soup, but other than that, I think they're trying to make it into more of a bar with just some bar food, so there wasn't really a menu of a lot of food to eat. And even though they're trying to make it a bar, the bartenders and the waitresses didn't know anything about beer, so I was a little disappointed there too. So probably won't be going back there. You know, I like to have a good beer, but we also like to have a good meal with that. And if you like hamburgers, wings, or hot dogs, it might be an okay place for you, but just didn't hit it for me. So that's that. I am going to miss Finley again this weekend. I had intended to be there, and at the last minute I have an option to go visit my son all day on Sunday, so I have to do that. But other than that, we just keep chugging along, and it gets better every day, so that's the main thing. So with that, I'll turn it back and say 7-3. Hope everybody has a wonderful time on Ohio State Parks on the Air. And I may try to sneak a few cues in there myself. So I'll say 7-3. WB8LCD, back to net.
WB8LCD, K8BF. Thank you for checking in tonight, Tom. It's good to hear from you. And I'm sorry that your restaurant is no longer what it once was. That is a major bummer. So anyway, enjoy the time with your son. I know that will be valuable. And, yeah, thank you for spending some time with us tonight on the net. We'll say 73s. Let's go down to K8WCK. Rick, good to hear you tonight. What do you have for the net?
K8BF, this is K8WCK. Well, I guess it was antenna day, just as Ken and Mike worked on antennas. I worked on a feed line for my 6-meter tray pole that's on the gable end of the house, and got that hooked back up to the 746. And based on a sample of one, it seems like it tuned up at least, so we'll see what happens there. Tom, I'm sorry to hear that the restaurant wasn't what you had hoped for, but there's lots of restaurants, so you'll find something you'll like, I'm sure. Brandon, it's great to hear you running the net tonight, and I'm going to turn it back to you. This is K8WCK.
88WCK, K8BF. Well, Rick, it's great having you here tonight. Appreciate you taking the time out of your day to check in and spend some time with us, and congratulate you on your feed line. I can't wait to do a little more 6-meter stuff myself, and you'll have to keep me posted on how that J-pole does. So, all right, we're going to say 73 and clear with Rick, and we're going to go down to Keith, KE8TQR in Uniontown. Good to hear you tonight, Keith. What do you have for the net?
K8BF. This is KE8TQR. Good evening, Brandon. Thanks for taking my check-in. And good evening to everyone else here on the net. Well, I'm having a wonderful day. It's been beautiful weather, and if y'all don't mind, I'm going to add one more group of comments about towers and antennas. Seems like we all got the same thing in mind. But anyway, I got my tower tilted down here about a week ago. I pulled the one section off that needs to be painted, and it's in the garage, and it's almost done. Once I get that painted, it will go back on the tower. I will add the other two sections that have been painted for a while, and the full 50 feet will be assembled. And then I will be getting to work on adding all the antennas and all the accoutrements that go along with it. Once that's all done, we have to see about getting it in the vertical position again, so I'm looking forward to that project. And then just running all the coax and getting everything ready for the upcoming cold weather. Want to get it all to the shack, and so I can sit down here for the cold winter months and just play radio to my heart's content. Other than that, having a wonderful day. Had a great time today with the wife. We went out, had lunch, did a little shopping, and back here to the QTH where I'm down in the shack playing radio. Anyway, just want to wish everyone a great night. Hope everyone will have a great rest of the week and a wonderful weekend. Watch it, we might have a little rain. So with that, turn it back over to you, Brandon. Fine job running the net tonight. And this is KE8TQR just saying God bless and 7-3.
KE8TQR, K8BF. Keith, we love having you here on the net. I wish you all the best on your tower, getting everything painted and set back up. God bless you as well. And yeah, that brings me to the bottom of my list. I'm going to take a moment here and say that this is the Portage County Amateur Radio Service Incorporated Thursday night 2-meter net. And I'm going to go down here. I'm going to do a couple announcements here. I have the calendar pulled up. We have a couple things coming up here. We have this Saturday from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. there is a VE test session at the club site. And then, right after that, from 12 p.m. until 12 a.m. is the California QSO party. So if you want to go over to the headquarters over there and operate some radio, it's going to be a great time. Wait a second, am I on the wrong month? I think I'm on the wrong month. Look at you. All right, let's try this all over again. This Saturday is not the 5th. Look at you, can't even use a calendar. All right, Saturday from 8 to 4, we have Kent State Aero Expo on the air. And from 10 to 6, we have the Ohio State Parks on the Air contest from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. So I know we have some QSTs that went out with information about that. If you're interested in that, go ahead and reach out to John. He's got some things planned with that, and it should be a lot of fun. And then looking forward a little further here, September 9th, wait a second, we've got the Youth Section Net on Sunday at 7:30 p.m. And then Monday, we have our PCARS monthly meeting at the American Legion Post. And then the following day, the Tuesday, we're going to have a portable operations SIG. There are some other things to come after that, so I don't want to overwhelm everybody. Anyway, with that, butchering all of those events because I clicked on the wrong month, I'm going to take some more check-ins. Looking for any RF check-ins, go ahead and call K8BF now.
John, Brimfield Township.
All right, only because I know the voice and I know who you are, I don't have your call. I got Joe in Brimfield. Can you come back with your call sign for me, Joe?
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Alpha Delta, Quebec.
All righty, I've got you. You had a double and a triple. Would the double like to come back now?
Papa 4, Victor Zulu, Mike from Manway.
All right, Mike, we have you checked in from Manaway. And then was there another station out there who'd like to check in? Go ahead and call K8BF now.
K8QE, Bob in Talmadge.
There it is. Okay, we've got you, Bob. All right, let's take another couple check-ins. Go ahead and call K8BF now. All right, now, I don't know if my ears were lying to me or if there was some static, but I think I heard W8KNO, Joe in Hiram. Was that you, Joe?
It was, Brandon. Thank you for picking me up.
All right, we got you in the log here, Joe. Was there another station who was doubling with Joe?
W8KFW, W8KFW, Carl, Britannia Township.
All right, we have a great list here, gentlemen. I appreciate you taking the time to check in. I'm going to go back to the top of my list. KF8ADQ, Joe, good to hear you tonight. What do you have for the net?
This is KF8ADQ. Not a whole lot. I finally got around to setting up my mobile rig in my car. I should say our car. My biggest problem is I share a car. I share a car with my daughter and wife, so I can't do a permanent setup. So I found a real nice cup holder mount that fits my Anytone, what is this thing? 778 UV. So it's like a half-size head unit, and then just your regular mag mount antenna on the roof. So now can have a radio in the car if I'm deciding to do radio while driving around, or as part of the EMA comms unit. So that's kind of fun. Where else? I had two things. I forgot the second one. But other than that, I'm helping out with a race on Saturday. Looking forward to that. Hopefully the weather holds out for us, and I guess we'll go from there. So I'll say KF8ADQ, back to net.
KF8ADQ. Well, thank you for checking in tonight, Joe. I'm excited to check out your mobile rig sometime. Hopefully we'll have a chance to spend a little time together. We can look that over. And if you do think of the other thing that you wanted to talk about, feel free to recheck later on. All right, we appreciate having you. We're going to clear with you. We're going to go down to Mike, Kilo Papa 4, Victor Zulu. What do you have for the net tonight, Mike?
Brandon, today was a good day. This morning, like you all know, I went and helped Ken put antenna. Then went with the engineer and I bought a couple of things I needed. But I want to bring it up. This weekend we're going to have a real, we have 3 events going on. So PCARS members are a real team. We have the Ospora, like you mentioned. We have the Expo at the Kent Airport, where the Vice President, myself, and Jim going to be there. And then we have the Potato Run in Manway, which will have like 6 of our guys actually helping in the morning. So we're going to be very active this weekend. Back to you, Brandon. This is Kilo Papa 4, Victor Zulu.
Kilo Papa 4, Victor Zulu, K8BF. Yeah, we do have a bunch of stuff going on this weekend, and I think it's great that we have some variety. So anything that you guys want to do with radio, we're probably doing it this weekend, it sounds like. All right, Mike, we'll say 73s and clear with you, and we'll go down to Bob, N8QE. What's going on tonight, Bob?
Good evening to you, Brandon, and everybody on the net. I've just been enjoying the great weather we've had, getting yard work done. I am waiting on the tree trimmer, which means I'm going to have to take my antennas down until they trim the trees, and then I'll put them back up. Other than that, going to work the Ospada contest, but probably from home, because I think Saturday's going to be a washout. Anyway, that's it. Back to you, Brandon.
N8QE, K8BF, we appreciate hearing from you tonight, Bob. It's great to have you working on stuff for Ospada. That should be a lot of fun. We'll say 73s and clear with you, and we will go down to Joe, W8KNO. What do you have for the net tonight, Joe?
Good evening to everyone. That's the first thing. And you're all talking about antenna work. Well, I was involved in that today, too. KB8OVA, Lyle, was in the VA hospital, and he's been discharged and probably was just transferred to Friar Hill in Middlefield, and he has his Bofang with him. So today I took up a 2 meter and 90, and a 432 antenna on top of a coffee can with a rock in it, so he can put it in the window and maybe get out and get on the air again. So that was my big activity, and I don't know what I'm going to do next, but whatever it is, I'll try to stay out of trouble. Back to you, Brandon, W8KNO.
W8KNO, K8BF, thank you for taking time to check in with us tonight, Joe. We appreciate you joining us. Hey, if you can't stay out of trouble, make sure you get a T-shirt, all right? We want to hear what happens. Hi. All right, 73s, we're going to clear with you. We're going to go down to W8KFW. Carl, what do you have for the net tonight?
Oh, W8KFW here, Ravenna Township. Just wanted to check in for the numbers. Hopefully one of these days I'll have 10 consecutive rows. So I got a wall here. I gotta put something up there. It looks a little blank, but yeah. Just checking in and saying hello. Looking forward for Saturday. Play some radio out in the park. So we'll talk to you later. W8KFW.
W8KFW, K8BF. You know, Carl, I was going to have to look because I want to say that, you know, you're like on the leaderboard for activations at West Branch State Park. Now, nobody quote me on that, but the last I saw, you had been out there activating a lot. So, anyway, I wanted to congratulate you on that. It looked like you were having a lot of fun doing radio. So, all right, that brings me to the bottom of my list. And I think real quick, I'm going to take a second to identify the net. This is the Portage County Amateur Radio Service Incorporated Thursday night 2-meter net. I'm going to take some more check-ins. If you'd like to join us tonight, go ahead and call K8BF now.
K8BF, good evening. This is Whiskey Alpha 8, Uniform Whiskey Victor, Doug in Talmadge.
WA8UWV, Doug, I've got you checked in from Talmadge. All right, who else would like to check in?
This is K8TOA, Greg in Bainbridge.
K8TOA, Greg, we've got you checked in from Bainbridge. Good to have you here tonight. And I think I heard a station underneath you. Was there another station underneath Greg? Not hearing anything, but I am looking for more check-ins. If you'd like to join us tonight, we would love to have you. Go ahead and call K8BF now. All right, I'm almost certain I had a KB8TUI. Mike, I know you're there from Ravenna. Was there another station that doubled with Mike? All right, not hearing anything. Guys, we have a great net going tonight. Can I get one more check-in?
November 8, Bravo Alpha Yankee, N8BAY, Ralph in Stowe.
There it is, N8BAY. Ralph, we've got you checked in from Stowe. Great to have you here tonight. I'm going to go back to the top of my list, and let's see. We already talked to Carl. WA8UWV. Doug, great to have you here tonight. What do you have for the net?
Let the repeater ID itself. K8BF WA8UWV. And thank you. Oh, we've been busy cutting up the logs. We got these 6 huge oak trees that we had cut down. And we're cutting them up, turning them into firewood. Tried to see if anybody wanted them for turning them into lumber, but nobody seemed to respond to that. quarry, so we'll turn them into firewood. Well, it's a lot of work to cut all those up and split them. Luckily, I got the machinery to split them. Cutting them with the chainsaws, that works for the most part. Some of these logs are so massive, though, that I can't hardly move them. Can't cut them up in place because then when you cut down to the ground, you ruin your chainsaw blade hitting the dirt. So it's a problem. We're working on it. That's what's keeping us busy lately, and probably for the next year or two. Anyway, back to that, everybody. Have a good evening. K8BF W8UWV.
W8UWV, K8BF. Thank you for checking in tonight, Doug. I don't know why it is with trees. You know, you have all that beautiful lumber, and you're like, man, I want to get this cut up and put to good use. And for whatever reason, it's always really, really difficult to make happen for some reason. So I know we had some walnut fall down a while ago, and I was like, oh, man, I'm going to have this milled, and it's going to be gorgeous, and we're going to do stuff with it. But we never did anything with it, and we didn't even get it into firewood. So, all right, we'll say 73s, Doug. I'm going to move down here to Greg, K8BF. What do you have for the net tonight, Greg?
All righty, K8BF, K8BF. Well, you're doing a fantastic job, Brandon. Thank you very much. Doing a great job. We really appreciate that. The club really appreciates that. All right, and I do too. All right. Let's see. Well, I didn't play on with antennas today. I helped somebody move a washer, which wasn't a big deal. And then I did, before that, I was out there weed whacking, getting some yard work done. I'm hoping I get some more yard work done tomorrow morning before the rains come. And that's pretty much it. There's not much else on the agenda. Got a Browns game. I'll be heading up to Cleveland Sunday. Not to the game, but meeting family up there and watching the game. So, and Saturday we got the race. That's what's going on. And for some reason, I was thinking you were doing the Parks on the Air there at West Branch, but evidently that must be John and company. So, not sure where you're going to be, but I hope you have a good day. All right, back to net. K8BF, K8TOA.
K8TOA, K8BF. Yeah, Greg, I appreciate you checking in tonight. It's great to talk to you and everybody else. I have been doing so many things lately. I'm hoping that I can finish them up enough this weekend that I can catch my breath the following week. I've just been going really, really, really hard. So, anyhow, I appreciate it. Good chatting with you. We're going to say 73s. I'm going to go down here to KB8TUI. Mike, what do you have for the net tonight?
This is KB8TUI. Well, nothing much. Kind of had a question to everybody, but yeah, well, it was a nice day for getting stuff done. I also helped somebody with a washer today, and that went quite well. And my question now is, I just went through redoing my license, which actually wasn't very easy. The website was broken and, well, a bunch of stuff. And I guess they don't send you a license anymore. You have to download it as a PDF with a banner across it that says official copy. Does anybody know about that? KB8TUI.
KB8TUI, K8BF. I do know, Mike, and I do know that they are not mailing out hard copies anymore. So the PDF is what you get. I don't know if there's anybody else out there who would like to weigh in, but that's what I've got. Go ahead and call K8BF now if you have an answer for Mike. Yeah, not hearing anything. I'm going to hand it back to you, Mike.
Well, there you are. I guess that's the answer. And that's what I found, and and you confirmed it. So I'll quit searching, and I'll quit waiting. So thanks, KB8TUY. Back to net.
KB8TUY, K8BF. Thanks for checking in tonight, Mike. It's good to hear you, and good luck getting your license renewed and everything taken care of. Mine's coming up here pretty soon as well. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm hoping I can make time to study for my extra, take the test, and get the bump all at the same time. So we'll see. All right, Mike 73. We're going to move down to N8BAY. Ralph, good to have you here tonight. What do you have for the net?
This is N8BAY. Good evening, Brandon, and everyone on the net. Not too much to report tonight. I did our fifth hike on the Summit County Metro Parks hiking spree, fall hiking spree, so we're well on our way to completing that. The weather has been just beautiful this week, so we tried to take advantage of it in the mornings, particularly the cool mornings, to go out and get our hikes in. So we're doing well. I feel like I must be missing something. There's so many people doing antenna work. Gee, I guess I'm missing out on all the fun, but maybe I should just feel fortunate that I don't have to do that, at least at this point. So I hope everyone gets their antennas working and gets everything done that they need to. With that, I hope everyone has a great rest of the week and a great weekend coming up. This is N8BAY, back to net control.
N8BAY, K8BF, thank you for joining us tonight, Ralph. It's great to have you here. I don't think you're doing anything wrong with your antenna work. The professionals, we wait until the winter. Usually when the snow flies, that's when you start doing your real antenna work. So, you know, building up to that, you might do it in the end of summer or early fall, but the real pros do it in the winter. So you're doing it right. Don't worry about that at all. You got it going on. All right, Ralph, we're going to say 73s. We're going to clear with you. We have a wonderful net shaping up tonight, and I am going to take another round of check-ins for the Portage County Amateur Radio Service PCARS Thursday night 2-meter net. If you'd like to check in, please call K8BF now.
K8BF, here is WB2RPW, Gary in Eatontown. Good evening, Brandon, and how's the cat?
Gary, WB2RPW, it's great to have you on the net tonight. I appreciate you checking in. The cat is doing just fine. We have a puppy that we acquired, and the cat was not too sure about the puppy, but now he has warmed up quite a bit, and he'll sniff the puppy when she comes back inside and swat her when she tries to eat their food, and generally they just get along just fine. So cat is doing wonderful. He's definitely not his old self all the way. He used to be pretty coordinated, and he'd jump from here to there and land it every time, and the other day I watched him try and jump from the couch to the coffee table, and he biffed it. But anyway, he's as good as he's going to get at this point. Why don't you go ahead with comments for the net, WB2RPW.
K8BF and the net, WB2RPW. Very good evening to everybody on the net. Let's see, what did we do today, Brandon? I was on the road since 6 o'clock this morning. Went up to New York City, and got my medical appointments taken care of, but didn't leave the doctor's office until 4:30. But went to see the urologist this morning, so made the rounds, and we got all that stuff out of the way, at least for the next 6 months, so that's a good thing. And they gave us another 6-month license to live, so that's a good thing. But we're in a good place. And then probably going to do the Washington State QSO party in a couple weeks, getting ready to do that, radio-wise. But other than that, we've been good, and a very good evening to everybody on the net. K8BF WB2RPW, back to the net.
WB2RPW, K8BF. Well, it's great having you here tonight, Gary. I'm glad you got up to see the doctor, and you're doing well, and you have another 6 months until your next round of checkups. I was going to say something worse, but I better not jest over the radio. All right, we're going to say 73s. I'm going to take some more check-ins. If you'd like to join us on the net tonight, please call K8BF now. All right, I'm going to make another call here. We're looking for any check-ins. If you'd like to join us on the PCARS Thursday night 2-meter net, please call K8BF now.
Before Victor Zulu with announcement.
All right, KP4VZ, go ahead with your announcement, Mike.
Guys, September 11, CFARC is conducting like a mini POTA. It's going to be in the Summit Metro Parks. It's only 3 hours from 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. local time, 3 hours. And it's going to be only a few bands, like 10 meters, 6 meter, 2 meter, and 70 centimeters. I'll be sending tomorrow a QST with more information. I understand the Summit Parks, most of them are not on the POTA list, but they're doing like their own mini POTA, and they have some awards. I think I emailed you that to you or sent you the message a long time ago, Brandon. Back to you, Net Control. This is Kilo Papa 4, Victor Zulu.
Kilo Papa 4, Victor Zulu, K8BF. I appreciate the reminder, Mike. We have so many clubs doing so many great things around here, and it slipped my mind. I didn't have it on the calendar in front of me, but yeah, the CFARC group is going to be doing a mini POTA activation, and they have been a part of ours and other clubs, and now they are asking that we would join them, and I think it should be a lot of fun. So appreciate that update. Let's see if there's anybody else who wants to check in. Go ahead and call K8BF now. All right, I'm going to do a last call. If you'd like to join us on the net, go ahead and call K8BF now. All right, not hearing anything else. I'm going to close the net. I'd like to thank everyone for taking time to check in. I appreciate your participation significantly. PCARS would like to thank the K8IV repeater owner for allowing us to use the repeater system for the PCARS net. I'll now turn the repeater back to regular amateur use. 73, everyone. Hope to hear you again soon. K8BF is clear, and KE8ARB is clear.
K8ARB, K8TOA.
KA8TOA. What's going on, Greg?
Just, can you make a side note there on the log reference the, I think it was KFY or FKY from Ravenna? And I'll get a chance to check the logs out and see if he's got his 10 in, okay?
I'm looking here, Greg. Now, who is it you were talking about? W8KFW?
From Ravenna, correct.
Alrighty, I'm going to make a note for you. I've got this almost wrapped up and emailed out, so I'll get it sent over to you. KA8TOA, over to you from KE8ARB.
Thank you, Brandon. You take care. Have a good day tomorrow and over the weekend, and we'll catch up with you maybe next week. For now, 73s and take care. And wow, you got your hands full. New puppy, huh? Okay. Better you than me. 73s, K8ARB, K8TOA.
All right, Greg. Yeah, hands full is an understatement. Understatement. Appreciate it. All right, I'm going to email this over to you. We'll say 73 is KA8TOA, KE8ARB clear.